6:49 the time now. Sean's going to talk to us about cash machines now, about how they might be costing a bit more. Sean?
Yeah, I mean, how much would you pay to take your tenner out of a machine? You haven't had to make that decision for a while. You'd pay a tenner.
How would that work?
Well, exactly. Yeah, you're not involved in this, Charlie. Forget. Good morning, everybody. We've got used to pretty much all cash machines being free, haven't we? We're not paying £10 for our cash, but up to a third of them might not be in the future, as banks and ATM operators argue over the fees they pay each other to cover the costs of running the machines. Now, the way it works is if you don't go to a machine that belongs to your bank has to pay a small fee either to another bank or the independent operator of that machine. But some of the banks want to reduce those fees. So will it be up to us customers to make up that difference? Well, we can speak now to Ron Delnevo, who's the Executive Director Europe at the ATM Industry Association. So you represent the industry, Ron.
I do. Morning, Sean.
Morning.
Yeah.
Why has this issue come up now? Because it seems we've been used to not paying for our cash out of cash machines for quite a while.
Well, on this issue, to be honest, it's probably a relief to some of your viewers not to be hearing about Brexit or Donald Trump for a minute or two. And actually, this issue is more important today now than some of these other issues. The reality is that we've enjoyed for many years now fantastic access, free access to cash in the UK. The LINK system, the network that connects all of the ATMs here, is admired around the world. And we've got LINK, and therefore we get that easy, convenient access to cash. But it is under threat now.
But why now? Why all of a sudden are the banks saying we don't want to pay as much as the machine operators maybe want to charge?
Well, it's not all the banks. Some banks are saying they don't want to pay, but the reality is that's probably because, rightly, banks are examining their costs and they're trying to save money. But what I would say, and I think the UK public would say, is this is not a good way of saving money. After all, on average, 50 million adults in the UK use an ATM once a week. So it's a vital part of our economy. The amount of cash that goes through those ATMs keeps the economy going. Millions of people use cash still to lead their daily lives. You know, there's a myth that cash is dying away, but nearly 50% of all retail transactions are still carried out using cash. So cash is very, very important to the people of the UK, and that's why we need LINK to continue on a sustainable basis forever.
So, I mean, some of your members are banks. Do you think then maybe they're picking the wrong fight and they should be looking to save money in other ways?
Well, this isn't a fight between banks and independents, because, as you rightly said, many banks operate ATMs away from bank branches. If there are banks who are looking to save money, I think we shouldn't criticise banks for that. Banks take a lot of criticism, and they're right to be trying to save money. This is just the wrong place to be saving that money. We need LINK, we need good public access to cash, which is what we've got at the moment. You know, millions only use cash to lead their daily lives, and we need to safeguard their access to cash. That's called financial inclusion.
So, realistically, there was a big meeting yesterday amongst a lot of the operators trying to sort out what will go on with these fees. Yeah. If it turns out the fees are reduced and some money has to be found elsewhere, how many of the current cash machines that we have free to use across the country do you think could turn into us seeing those fees, those charges again, like we used to?
Well, let's hope that the working party, the working group that's been set up, solves the problem. If not, to be honest, we would expect the government and the payment systems regulator to intervene.
So what do you reckon, a third of them?
Well, it could be a third of ATMs. You know, we're estimating at the moment of the independent ATMs, maybe 8,500 would come out. But there will also be bank ATMs, because those off-branch ATMs are affected. There's a lot of ATMs, and that would be a lot of cash access removed. Also, if one major bank leaves the LINK network, that could mean the end of the LINK network. So we need that to be safeguarded. We need to have guarantees of free access to cash forever under the LINK network.
Ron, thank you very much. Quite interesting. There could be quite a change in the way we use our cash machines.
Yeah, it makes you think, doesn't it, how often you actually get cash out? Are you a cash man?
I've started using my mobile phone lately.
Have you?
But yeah, that's how advanced.
You're so modern.
And I also found out this morning, I didn't realise what ATM stood for. Any ideas? No?
Automatic...
Teller machine, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you nearly got it between your automated teller machine. Yeah. Very good, very good.
There we go.
You'd think I knew a bit about business, wouldn't you? There you go. Sean, thank you very much.
Time now.